The United States has warned that North Korean troops who are currently training in Russia would become legitimate military targets if they engage in combat in Ukraine. The White House said that at least 3,000 North Korean soldiers have been sent to Russia and are training there as Russia increases its aggression against Ukraine.
If North Korean soldiers do enter into combat, this development would demonstrate Russia's growing desperation in its war against Ukraine. Russia is suffering extraordinary casualties on the battlefield every single day, but President Putin appears intent on continuing this war.
Meanwhile, South Korea has expressed its concerns over Pyongyang's growing ties with Moscow. Seoul's spy chief has alerted that Moscow is training Pyongyang soldiers to use in its military efforts. North Korea's arch enemy is sure that Pyongyang is aiming to deploy around 10,000 soldiers by the end of this year.
The agency said that it has heard Russia is hiring a large number of Korean translators and is teaching North Korean soldiers how to use not only basic military equipment but also teaching them about special warfare such as drone operations.
Now, in the midst of all of this, there is a Russian side to it as well, and Russia has not confirmed it. Moscow has said to ask North Korea about the whereabouts of its troops.
Where they are located, please clarify that with Pyongyang. It's their armed forces.
However, NATO countries, including US and UK, have confirmed that they have evidence that North Korea is, in fact, indeed sending its drones and military personnel to Russia. US has warned that the North Korean troops' deployment indicates that Russian President Vladimir Putin could be in more trouble than he realizes.
There is a strengthened relationship, for lack of a better term, between Russia and DPRK. You've seen DPRK provide arms and munitions to Russia, and this is a next step. But what it means in terms of where Putin is, you've heard me talk about the significant casualties that he has experienced over the last 2.5 years. This is an indication that he may be even in more trouble than most people realize.
Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has asked North Korea to not interfere in its war with Russia.
It is clear that Pyongyang, like Moscow, does not count people and does not value human lives. But we are all equally interested in ending the war, not prolonging it. That is why we must stop Russia and its allies together.
Now, as Russia continues to push along Ukraine's battle front lines, Ukraine and United States say Iran has not only supplied its Shahid drones but also its military advisors to Moscow. However, Tehran denies these claims. NATO countries claim that China has also joined Russia's military camp. Just last week, Russian and Chinese officials met in Beijing and pledged to work closely together. The two have also held joint military drills in recent months. Ukraine wants to join NATO to ensure its security in the region. Russia says Ukraine joining NATO is not an option that can be discussed. Meanwhile, Switzerland's intelligence agency has warned that Russia, North Korea, China and Iran's growing military alliance is threatening the current world order. Israel's defense minister